my god, the worst thing came to my mind. You start collecting your
Oh
hostages
no.
in photos.
No! Oh no!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Improv Sensation, an amazing podcast where each episode we come together to discuss random enjoyable topics with each other and then do some creative improv at the end. Today, of course, like every episode, I'm joined by my lovely friend and co-host, William Butler. Hello there. How are you?
Hello, I'm William Butler. I am, as you said, the co-host, and I try to make it as funny as possible and not at all depressing and will absolutely ruin your day. But that's not what this podcast is about. It's a whole lot of fun, and we haven't actually done one of these in a while. Life kind of got in the way.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Hopefully we don't make it depressing. That is not our aim. So if you feel depressed right now, you have been warned. We may be depressing. We don't know yet.
But yeah, so we're back with another podcast episode, and we have a pretty good topic for this one. And the topic is...
The drum roll. It is... Hills we will die on.
Ooh, these are strong opinions that we will take to our grave. These hills that we will forever remain on till we die.
These might be little small things that we refuse to take the other side on, or it could be major things that are just in general controversial. So I think before we start our debate on hills we will die on, because I'm sure it will get very heated, let's do some small talk.
Hell yeah.
I think, first of all, I think we should address, I guess, why it's been so long. Mostly my fault, because, oh my gosh, uni is very packed, full of stuff. I've had a couple of essays to do. I've had exam week. So I finished my first trimester of uni.
Woo!
Next week, I'm starting my next trimester. So that's already on the doorstep. So
you don't have a big holiday break ahead of you. It's only a couple days.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting COVID. So my holiday time has been in a room, isolating, not doing much, not feeling well, obvious symptoms, dry throat, sniffles, got a bit of a headache too, kind of like cold symptoms.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny actually getting COVID because it really is as basic as they say. You get a dry throat.
Yes.
And it's like, oh wow, okay, it really is literally just a dry throat.
But they were just lying to you the whole time.
It's not that I don't believe the authorities when they say, oh yeah, symptoms include a dry throat, but I mean, they're not wrong.
It's like, you never know until you have it. All
Exactly.
These anti-COVID believers, it's like, no, it's not a real thing. And they finally get it and they're like, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was like this. But it's good that you've had that. Well, it's not good that you got COVID because you could have potentially had worse symptoms. Of course, like dying is the biggest one.
Absolutely.
But it's good that you now know what it's like and you're able to, like, your body's a bit more prepared to fight against it, perhaps the next time that it comes up. And if you do get vaccinations or not, you'll be a lot more prepared for future variants. Oh, no, you don't have it now, do you?
It's okay. I was saying as well, after I tested negative for COVID in the end, I was saying, well, at least, now I can tell my children and grandchildren, perhaps, about my time having COVID. So, how about you, Will? How have you been? How's your uni life going?
It's just shit's happened. Like, it's like a big gap in between episodes and a lot of things have happened. I've uploaded a lot of videos on my channel. I uploaded a weird short. Like, there was this trend with, like, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. And there was this one clip of Amber Heard going like, my dog's got stung by a bee, and she makes a weird face like, eh.
Oh, yeah.
and then someone replied, like, added a clip of them going like, my child spilled some tea. And then I filmed like my own clip of going like, why haven't you subscribed to me? And I was like, and I uploaded that, and it's got over 3,000 views, and
wow.
That is the most viewed video on my fucking channel. It's got more views than my short films, which like required more time.
Go check out our short films, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was stupid, but also that was hilarious. With YouTube stuff, it's been going pretty good. I'm thinking of coming back to the gaming channel that I have.
Ooh.
Because I've taken a big gap because like my wrists got damaged during like the end of last year, and I completely forgot to talk to you about. I recently had an MRI for my wrist.
Yes.
I actually wanted to save the story for the podcast so I get your reaction. So, I was going to the specialist, who was like recommending like, oh, we would do a specific scan or some exercises. I've been going from different people, but then this one specific lady was like, all right, let's get an MRI of your right wrist, and just let's see if we can like. Check off the list of like, it's not this big thing, it's not this big thing. And like before I'd done an x-ray, but that doesn't really show as much as an MRI. And I don't know if have you actually been in an MRI before, Jack?
I don't think I have.
Like basically it's this giant donut machine, and like you put it on a table and they kind of put you in, and then some blaring random music. Not music, but like just some blaring sounds like ba 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 ba. It's like different variations of that happens. So like essentially the story, I get to the hospital. It was like it was at like 4:00, so it was still sunny in the sky. I go through this labyrinth, which is this hospital. I finally get to this deep, dark corner of this hospital, and I'm waiting, and I finally go into the MRI. Like, to get set up, I have to, like, strip down to my undies. Yeah, I have to put on, like, a hospital gown. But the person who recommended this MRI said that I should get an injection of this specific fluid that would make the contrast of my veins and everything else in my wrist a lot more like prominent, so you're able to like see things with more clarity. So like, that's the thing. I fucking hate injections. That's probably a hill that I'll die on. I will never like an injection, no matter what it's for, whether it's for a vaccine or an MRI or whatever. But I had to get an injection, and this is the funniest part of this story. So I get set up in this large weird chair. Like my mum's there, so she's able to help me out if I need anything, hold my hand, because like I know I'm 18, but like I'm still fucking scared of needles. And then the lady, she comes over and then she feels around my wrist area, or like the inside of my elbow there, so like this area, for people who can see on YouTube. So like feeling around for veins that you can stick the needle into. And she's doing that, and she's like, and that's not a good sign. Me waiting here in anticipation for a needle to be stuck into my skin, and she's not feeling confident, and I'm like, what do you mean by And she's like, well, it might be a little tricky to get the needle into like the vein necessary. So what she does first, she goes to the wrist, and she's like, all right, so we'll do it in here. She gets she deadens the skin with like alcohol or whatever, and then she just injects it slowly. And I'm holding my mum's hand, gripping so tight, but not really so tight because my wrists don't have any strength anymore. But I'm just yelling like, "Ah, fucking ah!" And it's so funny. And then gets it in. She's going over, handling the fluid, getting that attached. The person's walking along the hallway, and I just go, hey, what's up? How you doing?
and then go back to going.
Honestly, that was literally what it was like, because I was in so fucking pain, and I was like, oh god, this is terrible. A person's walking by, and I'm going like, hey, it's all good here, nothing's wrong. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. So she got that ready.
You gotta look cool. You gotta be like, hey.
So she has to test the fluid to go into the vein, and she's trying it, and it's like, and again, I'm going like, what the fuck do you mean by, that's not what I want to hear. And she's like, oh, well, it's not really working. It's not really going in. So so she's like, okay, well, I'll take this one out, and I'll inject you into like up your arm here. And I'm like, a second? You're asking me to get stabbed a second time, and the first time was just pain. And she's like, oh, yes. And she walks off to like get a new one, and I look at my mum, and I'm like, oh fuck me. And that whole ordeal, and then they finally they injected again. It was, I swear, it was twice as painful. And another person walks along the hallway, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? And like she finally does the fluid. It goes in this time, and she's like, okay, you're able to stand. And I'm like, Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good. I'm all good.
You're walking past, and there's two holes in your arm, and you're like, these holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And you can see the liquid kind of trickling out. It's like, oh yeah, they'll patch up eventually. Don't worry.
I'll
Just
probably
and keep walking, and there's a trail of liquid behind you.
It's just blood pouring down my arm because
Yeah.
it's gone wrong the first time. I'll put an image of like on YouTube of just like the patches that they've put like after the MRI. It's just the failed attempts. But yeah, so when going into the MRI, you're not allowed to wear any metal, which includes my glasses. So I'm literally going in blind, and everything is like 144p resolution. Shit. So I go in, they get me lying down, and like there's a guy in there, he's wonderful, he's absolutely amazing. He's like, all right, time to get you comfortable. Because like the table that they lay you on, it's not like hard, but it's not like super cushiony like a bed. They get like towels, they put it over me because it kind of gets cold in that room. So I'm lying down, I have my arm out in like a superhero pose, just out like that. And my hand is in a box. Like, have you've seen the movie Dune? How it's like, was that scene the Gom Jabbar? How he has to put his hand in the box, and it's like, if you remove your hand from the box, you will die.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so it's like that, but it's a big fucking box, and they squish it so hard so that your hand doesn't move. Like I was there for, I'd say, 45 minutes, and it felt like forever. At near the end, I forgot the reality of where I was, what the outside looked like, what standing up and walking around was, and I'd just forgotten everything. I'm just lying there like, God, it's taking so long. Is it done already? And during it, my hand was kind of twitchy. And this is the stupid thing about this. My hands, of course, are twitchy, and they are sore. If you keep them in like a still position for a very long time, they're gonna be like, oh well, I've got to move around because staying in this position will make it painful. So my fingers are like twitching at times. There's one or two times where they had to come into like the intercom. I had big headphones on to block out the loud noise, but I could hear them slightly going like, hey, we're gonna redo that little section again, so yeah, can you just not fucking move your hand 1,000 times? And I'm like, yes, I can't help it. Yeah, you're fine.
Sorry, we're going to have to ask you to keep your hand still. I know it's been 2 days into your scan, but we require absolute stillness. Any movement may result in your death. Thank you for your cooperation.
But yeah,
Yep.
After that MRI, I got that done. It was all good. I took the needle out of me, got dressed, and went home. But yeah, that was the whole thing. I got results back, and I have a small tear in the TFC, which is the triangular fibro cartilage, which is like in your wrist, on the outer part of your wrist, you see there's two protruding like bones coming out, like kind of in further into
like
the
the
wrist. No, like out kind of here, like
Okay.
for the people just listening to this at home.
Yeah, I'm just
like further
examining our hands.
Yeah, so further into the wrist here, there's little wedges of like muscle, or like it just helps with like the extending your hand backward like that. So there's a little tear in that, and some interrupted signals with the ulnar that's nearby. So I'm going to have to go to another specialist to get some idea of how to reduce my pain. But I have an answer now. After like 9 months of having this, my goodness, I finally have an answer. Yeah, that's enough small talk. We've been going on for a little bit.
Yes,
so
I think that was definitely a worthy feature-length small talk. I mean, we had so much to cover from catching up. But now it is time for Hills We Will Die On.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Would you like to go first? Because I know you've got a couple of really good ones.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know yet, but yes.
All right. So my first one, and I know a lot of people are going to be very skeptical about this. This may be controversial. It may not be. But peanut butter tastes disgusting. I hate peanut butter. Ever since I was a kid, like if one of my relatives or family members were putting it on toast or in any type of like food or dish they were doing, I would just go like, ugh, that smells disgusting. And like the taste of it as well. Like my mum, like she cooks incredible things like snacks and dinner and stuff. And she made this muffin, but she had peanut butter in it. And I think she completely forgot that I hated peanut butter. So she was like, okay, just have this and see what it's like. And I take one bite of it and I'm like, fuck. God, no. Like, I don't have an allergy to it. There's like the instant like taste of it. It's just visceral. It just does not taste good. And I go back to mum and it's like, okay, I've had a couple bites. I don't really like it because I hate peanut butter. And she's like, oh God, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. So yeah, that's one of the stronger ones on my list here.
She knew all along. She was like, hey, Will, hey, you want some a bite of the sandwich? Oh, yeah, you're going to really enjoy this one. Oh, thanks, Mum. Anyway, I agree with you. I do not like peanut butter. I don't think it would be a hill I would die on necessarily, but I've never liked it. The times I have had it, it wrecked my enjoyment of whatever I was eating. Probably a sandwich or something. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I for breakfast, I've always had cereal, whether it be like rice bubbles or cornflakes or like one of like just plain cereal, I guess, or like honey on toast. Like that is delicious. Like I love honey on toast. I would sometimes like jam on toast. I know that some of my friends, I think you as well, Jack, don't like jam. Or is it jelly? I can't remember.
I don't like jelly.
Yes.
I can't stand the gelatinous texture of it. I hate how it sticks together, but if you squish it, it kind of falls apart into smaller chunks and everything. And in my mouth, it is the worst feeling. It makes me want to gag. The flavors are fine. Like there's fruit flavors and all that. That's fine.
Yeah. I guess that could be like a hill you die on. Just like the texture of jelly is.
Yeah, texture of jelly is not nice. I don't like it. But I guess it's just me personally. I've no idea how. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Do you have one, or do you want me to do another one?
Do another one. Do another one.
Yes. All right. Here's an argument that a lot of people on the internet and in their friend groups or whatever, for at least the last 50 years have been talking about. Does sauce go in the fridge or the cupboard? I say it goes in the fridge.
Oh. Ooh.
What do you think?
I've seen it in both the fridge and the cupboard, but personally, I like mine in the fridge. I like it cold. So when you pour it on, like, I mean, unless you put it, if it's cold sauce with like a hot dog, then I would say I'd like it lukewarm, room temperature warm.
Yeah, I can
just
understand
because cold sauce against a hot dog, and it's like, oh God, these temperatures aren't working. No,
I guess I can agree with that because I would always get myself like a sausage dog from like Bunnings, and then they would have the sauces out in the sun. But like with this argument, I do agree that it goes in the fridge because I like the coolness of it. And with the cupboard, I would like it in the cupboard for storage when it has not been opened. Just so like it doesn't take up room in the fridge. But once you open it, once you're using it, yes, it belongs in the fridge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are yelling at the screen like, "What are you talking about? You put it in the fridge? No, it goes in the cupboard." Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring up the most stereotypical one because so many people have talked about it, and I am probably the minority. I like my pineapple on my pizza, and mostly just Hawaiian. I do like Hawaiian, and I think the pineapple adds a bit of that fruitiness to it. I like myself some good pineapple. You know, if you want to order me some pizza sometime, make sure to get that Hawaiian. You know what I'm saying?
The way to get free pizza is to make a podcast and just tell people it's like, oh, I like this kind of pizza. Get it to me. This is my address.
Yeah. So I like pineapple and pizza. Another thing, no, it's not really a hill. I know people don't like tomato. I love tomato, but I don't like tomato soup. Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, just to go off of your pineapple one, I'm totally fine with having pineapple on pizza. I wouldn't personally have it on my pizza if I'm making it myself, but like recently I've been getting myself a lot more Domino's pizzas because I've been too lazy to make my own. And recently, for some reason, my system has been having a bad reaction to having pepperoni on pizza, and I would only get like pepperoni or barbecue meat lovers because that tastes delicious, but then my system was like, Oh, you ate that? You're going to go to sleep? No, you're going to be awake for at least half an hour on the toilet, shitting it all out. So,
Oh no.
so instead of having the pepperoni, I've been having the Hawaiian. I've been getting used to pineapple on pizza, essentially.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
it's like I enjoy
You're learning
eating
to
it.
like it.
Yes, I am learning to enjoy it. And I know it's a strong discussion among a lot of people, just like you said, but like I'm getting used to it. All right, so it's my turn. So I have a few here. So yeah, pick a number between 1 and 9, and I'll pick that one.
2.
2? Oh, this is a good one. All right, so Star Wars. I've been recently watching through all the movies, and the originals, iconic, best ever.
Mhm.
The prequels, I'd say the best part of Star Wars ever. So anything like set before the originals is just the perfect embodiment of the Star Wars universe. And then the
Okay.
sequels are just meh. Like, I don't think they're terrible. I don't think they're great, but they're just meh. With the originals, of course, they're iconic, setting up this universe George Lucas wanted, and then going into the prequel movies, like implementing the CGI and everyone knowing that it's going to be like a bad ending story because it's essentially the birth of like Anakin and Darth Vader, and like that's why a lot of people dislike the prequels. But I love the prequels. I love like watching them, laughing at them, picking them apart. I didn't have a problem with the CGI. I'm not distracted by it. Like it's like flawless at times. It's just amazing. And I'd say my favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 3, which is it? Revenge of the Sith. That one. Because I just
very
love
interesting.
because that's the peak of like where Anakin was, and then just his downfall, and then just like executing Order 66. Like that whole thing was just amazing. And then the downfall of the Jedi Council, and then like recent Disney Plus shows set kind of in between the prequels, the originals, and also the Mandalorian, which comes after. Those are amazing. And recently, which just fully released, the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. That is amazing. Like, I just finished watching it last night with my family. I loved every minute of it. Ewan McGregor did an amazing job at reprising his role, and then Hayden Christensen and all of these people coming through. Just casting was amazing, and I loved it. Have you seen it, Jack?
I don't think I've seen the latest one, but I'm almost completely up to date.
It's worth watching all of it if any of you at home haven't seen it. It's just an amazing show. And then with the sequels, I know this is very controversial. Like The Force Awakens, perfect. Like it's a brilliant movie. Just like setting up a new trilogy for this universe that hasn't been like explored fully in years. They did very well in blending new characters, old characters. And I know it's like, oh, they built another Death Star and they blew it up in the one movie. But it's like, that's okay. If they do well with the next movies, then I'm fine with it. And then the next movies come. There's a lot of weird and terrible choices with it. But then I'm at the cinema watching them. After it, I'm like, yeah, that was all right. Like, I wouldn't come back and watch it at the cinema again. But yeah, I know a lot of people have a strong passion towards the originals, a old love and appreciation for the prequels, or a deep-rooted hate for the sequels in the middle of their chest, and they hate it with every fiber of their being. But I'm just here, like, on the fence, like, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
Okay, so
But yeah, what do you think?
Sounds like you have quite a few different opinions there on the different parts of the Star Wars franchise.
It's a bit of a wide hill.
Yeah, it's a very broad hill. I think you've kind of agreed and disagreed with a lot of, like, in favor or not in favor of a lot of the different movies. I both agree and disagree with you as well. I think a hill I will gladly die on is that the sequels, being 7, 8, 9, are less interesting than the prequels. I think, despite the fact that I can't stand Anakin's character in the prequels, I still think 1, 2, and 3 set up a good foundation, and I think they're pretty good, despite a lot of the obvious things that people hate. I still think they're pretty good, but my favorites are still 4, 5, 6, the originals.
Yeah.
So I will die on that hill that 7, 8, 9, I don't care about them. I don't think they're that interesting. 1, 2, 3, I think they're pretty good. And then 4, 5, 6, they're the best.
What about you?
Another hill I would die on. Yep. I'm thinking there's stuff rattling up there. I can hear it if I shake my head a little bit. I can. Oh yeah. Oh, ding ding ding. Yeah yeah.
There's the sound effects.
Yeah. Ding ding ding. Boxing match up there. What is this? Oh well. I think a lot of people do love this thing, but once again, Pokemon. I love, love, love Pokemon, and I would die on the hill saying that each Pokemon game is different. I know there's okay, that's the hill that I'm gonna die on. So a lot of people complain that the Pokemon games, they're all basically the same thing. So it's 8 gyms, Elite Four, champion, you beat them, you win the game, and then you've got like maybe a post game or something. But okay, I admit that formula has been used, but everything else about the game is different, basically. You have different evil teams, so different events happen. So your main villain arc, they are usually different. Obviously, you defeat them in the end, so that's kind of the same, but it's still different. You've got different teams, you've got different regions, so the whole landscape is different. Obviously, your Pokemon are different, the trainers are different. I think just to say black and white that each Pokemon game is a cut-out copy of the next one is false. And there's so many other little side quests and other like mini games that are different in each game as well.
Yeah.
And like more recently, each new Pokemon game also sends out a new gimmick. So there was like Mega Evolution, there was Gigantamax. So they are shaking it up a lot. And Legends Arceus, oh my God, that's a complete new thing.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy they did that where it's like a single game, so it's not like you have to buy 2 versions of the same game pretty much. It's a one game. It's not entirely open world, but it's pretty open world.
Yeah.
And all the catching mechanics and everything, that was a completely new way of looking at Pokemon games. So I'm very happy about that. But anyway, that's my hill. Pokemon games are not the same. They are not a cut. They are not a copy and paste.
Like, I was literally, like, if you hadn't brought that up first, one of my points is that I do not have the fucking patience to deal with anything Pokemon related. Like, the games, I know, like, a lot of people, just like you said, have said that they're just the same premise. Like, you're a basic Pokemon guy, you want to get as many Pokemons, become the most skilled Pokemon trainer person, whatever in the land. And, like, with the films and the TV shows, like, I don't have the patience to, like, focus, like, my attention towar's that, because it just feels like it's just repeating itself. I don't know why. And I don't get, like, I don't get the collection of cards in like recent years where it's like I know that like there is the premise of like you can play like them in real life or like pseudo in the game or whatever. Like I think I have a memory, it might be a false memory, I can't remember, but like we were playing, like we had cards when we were in primary school. Like that was the only part of Pokemon I was a part of. Like I'd collect cards because like that was a thing that we did. So like we would set them up and then we would grab some and then we would play with that for like a couple of games. I don't even remember what it's like. I can like believe that it's similar to like an Inscription type game because I love Inscription. I love that style. I wish there's a real life version of that we could play. That could be cool. But
that'd be pretty scary. A guy taking your photo and you get sucked into the photo.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh, wow, damn.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. The worst thing came to my mind. You start collecting your hostages in photos.
No. Oh no.
I think that's literally what you're saying there. Yes, let's go around taking photos and then take a photo, make them hostage in a photograph. Oh my god.
Oh man, that would be like if there's a horror film that doesn't exist of something just like that, like
that could be a horror film.
That could be a creepy premise, something like that. But yeah, with Pokemon, like there have been a few Pokemon films that I've watched and have been like, yeah, I could sit here and watch this. Like I can't remember the name of it, but there's this particular one where they find this ancient Pokemon that has rings attached to it, and it can turn into like a big giant that like grants the wishes of the people in the village or whatever. And it's based. I can't remember.
Is that Hooper? I don't know what the name of the movie is, but Hooper, the mythical Pokemon, and it can do stuff. It looks kind of like a genie.
Yes, Hooper and the Clash of the Ages or something like that. Yeah, yes. I watched that. I got my parents to like buy that.
That is a bad one.
Movie. That's a bad one?
Yeah,
Why is that bad?
it wasn't interesting. It was a very generic surface level plot. Um, watch the older Pokemon movies; they're better. Pokemon movie 2000.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Um,
I don't have like the patience because they pretty much like they feel similar with like just like said the bad guys like they may be different, but like they're always like a one-off
yeah,
thing. It's like, oh, like we're the evil team, we're gonna get you. Like, nope, use Pokemon to get you. And like, oh, we'll get you next time. Never. But like I watched this movie, and it's the type of movie where I can just sit down and just enjoy it for being a
yeah,
movie, not as like I'm a non-Pokemon fan. I was able to watch that movie and it was be like, nah, that's
yeah,
cool.
like a casual fan. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Pokemon, I don't give a shit, honestly.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well,
that
there you go.
hit you deep. I know. And I'm
Yeah,
sorry for all the Pokemon fans out there. Like
yeah.
it's good, but I just don't give a shit. All right, we gotta speed run through these
Okay.
next ones.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you want me to go? You want to go?
Yeah, go.
Okay, toilet paper. Does it go in the front or the back? It comes out of the front. If you pull
The
it
front,
out of the
yep.
back, you are a psychopath. I cannot believe you would pull it from the back. It does not make any sense. I do not get it. I mean, like, why would you do it from the back? I don't know. Well, that's just the hell that how it died. Another one, with your back door, if you're in Australia or a place where there's mozzies and like flies and just like any type of creature that could come in, close your fucking back door because
Oh my
like
God.
anything could come in. And like when you're trying to sleep, like there could be a cockroach on your bed or on your wall and you have to try and get up and kill it, or it might go into the corner and it was just difficult for you to get. Like one time, like a gecko came into the house and it was in my wardrobe. And it goes pretty fast. I tried to kill it. It ran away. It hid. And I didn't want to chill in my bedroom when there's a fucking animal in there. And it could just be on my face, like in the middle of the night. It took me 30 minutes to just like get that out of the house or just kill it or something.
Okay. Uh-huh.
But like, oh my goodness, like, why would you leave the door open? I mean, like we talked about it in like a nature and wildlife episode of like leaving the door open and a snake comes into the house. That'd be like some people are fine with that. Maybe farmers, like they're fine with that, like flies hanging about. But like me, no, keep your door closed, people. Jesus.
Wow. Okay. All right. Got a bit sidetracked there. I think. Yeah. Started rambling.
Yeah. Sorry.
right,
yeah.
all
Go
right.
on. Your turn.
I've got a hill to die on.
Yeah.
When you walk into a public toilet with multiple cubicles, and there's one person in there, don't walk into the one next to them. Leave a gap. Go into the one 2 cubicles away.
Yes,
I don't want
yes.
to listen to you doing your business in the one next door to me. If I'm
Yes.
there all alone in the public toilet, I don't want, out of everybody else, them to come in and sit right next to me. And actually, another one, clumping. When you park your car in the car park and there's spots all around you that are empty, I don't want you to park next to me in the middle of an empty car park. Please don't do that.
Yes, I've had the same exact thing happen to me. I just park in like a supermarket and then someone will park right in front of me. I'm like, well, how the fuck am I? You want me to back out and then just do the whole maneuver? Like, just park behind me, you bitch. Come on.
Especially when it's like a 4-wheel drive and you can't see from the side, like, and it's like, oh my God. So people, don't park or do your business directly next to somebody else in an empty area.
The
Thank you.
equivalent to parking next to someone is pissing next to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was strong, and I can totally agree with that. Like, whenever I go into a public urinal or something, like, I don't want to be right next to someone. I get heavy anxiety in general, and if I'm just there and I'm having trouble peeing, and, like, I'm just there for a while, like, oh, come on, get out of me. And I don't want the person next to me to be thinking, is he okay? Is he doing, like, drugs or something?
Yep.
All right, so I have a small one here, and I have another big one that
Okay.
I guess I'll say before you do one because you had a couple there. So, knife and fork. Where do you put that when you place the knives and fork and cutlery on the table?
Okay. On my right is. Oh, hang on. Which way do I do it? Hang on a minute. Wait a minute.
It's been so long.
Which
You
is the
haven't
normal
remembered.
way? You put knife on the right and fork on the left. Is that
Is that how
because
you-
you cut with your right hand if you're right-handed. Use your fork with your left hand. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. That's how I do it.
Okay, well that's the thing. I'm a right-handed person, but I cut like I have my knife in my left hand and then fork and spoon in my right hand. And
Right.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like I've tried it the other way, and it might just be a thing because like I'm not ambidextrous or whatever. But that just doesn't make sense. Like I'm a right-handed person, but my left hand feels slightly stronger, and I'm fine with cutting with my left hand. Yeah, I know that's going to be controversial. A lot of people are going to be like, no. There's a whole system to this. If you're right-handed, you got to have a knife in your right hand. It's like, no, well. No, this is how I do it. This is what it's meant to be like. Yeah, that might be controversial.
My dad did the same, actually. My dad has them switched around as well, and yeah, it's just his preference. It's how it feels. So yeah,
yes, good on you, Mr. Morgan.
I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm still like, yeah, the regular one, but I mean, yeah, if it works for you, it works for you.
Nice. I have another one here, and then you can do one. And this one is like, I guess, a strong opinion. I don't know if it's a hill I would necessarily die on, but it is a strong opinion. High school romances, unnecessary. That you don't need to be in a high school romance. Like, you don't need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever you're in a relationship with or whatever in high school, because you're there to learn. And if you want to go on to university, or if you have a goal going through like this education, higher education, you probably don't have the time to like deal with a relationship. Like I probably sound like one of these people like it's better to be single than with like a fucking like partner or whatever. Like that's not what I'm being like. It's just saying you have commitments when you're still like a child. Like, of course you're a young adult, but you're still a child. You still have to learn to move forward in life. Get a job. I know there are people in high school, like a lot of people that we knew, that had part-time jobs, 3 or 4 part-time jobs. And I'm like, how are you going to be in a relationship? Like, what? You can't like make out in class. You can't have sex behind the school parking lot. Like, what? God. No. So yeah, I just find that like, you don't have to like get into a relationship in high school. Like, I know this could be a topic for another episode, but I've had a lot of crushes during my time going through school. Some of them nearly getting into a relationship. Now, I know in primary school, I was in a quote-unquote relationship with someone. That's the thing, with primary school, it's not really like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. It's a thing like, you're a boy or a girl, or whoever, you're together, and you like to hang out, you like to be lovey-dovey towards each other. But that's not really a fully fledged out relationship, whatever. But yeah, I've had crushes. It's nearly become something, but I've always felt like after I do something like here's a short story, getting a little sidetracked, but I was at this zoo. No, I didn't find anyone at the zoo, but I was in the queue, like waiting to pay for my ticket to go in or whatever. I look behind me. It's like a little gift shop behind me. And there was this necklace with like a yellow flower just hanging off of it. And I was like, oh, what if I buy this with the money that I have? All I had was $15. It was $15. I don't know why I did this, but I was like, oh, what if I buy this? And then at the end of like school, or like when I move away or whatever, I just do something romantic. I give them this note saying some lovely things. And then this necklace is like, hey, I've had some feelings about you. Maybe you want to, go on a date or something. It's like in my mind in the moment, it's like, that's the most romantic thing ever. Like a month afterwards, it's still in my wardrobe. Every time I look at it, each time I go more like, why the fuck did you do that? It's like, love makes you do some of the best and stupid things. And that was one of the most stupid things. Because I could have got myself a bag of chips. I could have got myself some water with that money. But yeah, it's like, I just find it unnecessary. I don't know about you, Jack, because I don't think you had any girlfriends. I know you were friends with girls, but I don't think you took it to another level. I don't know.
No, not really. I mean, like one time I did say yes to a girl, and it lasted like 3 days, and I was like, no, it's not for me. I just
yes to what? What are you trying to say?
Yes to going to like dating.
Because I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, and that was like year 7, year 8 or something, and then yeah, I feel like I wouldn't do any dating until after high school, which I guess we're in now, but. Yeah,
I can imagine doing it now in the like climate that I'm in. Like at university, there's some beautiful girls. Like girls have talked to me. Like
getting the ladies.
Just checking out the ladies. No, but yeah. So I'm in a space where I'll be like, I could do this. Like, if it was a thing that was to happen, I'd be fine with it because I've got all this free time now.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just feel like I don't have to go to university, be like, I've got to go have a girlfriend. Or like in high school, I've got to be like, I've got to have a partner at this like high school camp or whatever. But, yeah, because that was the theme during high school. All right, your turn. What is a hill
Okay.
you will die on?
Well, God, it's so hard. It's so hard. Why is it so hard?
I
There's
don't
so
know.
many things I would die on, but I can't
What?
think. So many hills I would die on.
Yeah, out of context, that's mad.
I've got a couple of things that aren't necessarily hills to die on because I'm kind of in favor of both, but I do prefer coffee over tea. I'm a coffee person. I think this debate has been going on for millions of years. Ever
Millions of
since tea and
years.
coffee first came about. But yes, I'm a coffee person. I have coffee right here.
Nice. I have water right here.
Lovely. But yes, I am a coffee person over a tea person. I'm sure a lot of people will disagree. I know tea, it's more stereotypical that tea is more prevalent in England. I don't know how many people in England prefer coffee over tea. Maybe there's more than we think. I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't really have a say in either. Well, really, because I don't have coffee and I have had tea on occasion, and tea doesn't taste great to me because it's really just burnt water with some like herbs in it. And like you could put some honey in it, you put some lemon in it, like you could make the flavor a bit more like enjoyable. But whenever I was like sick, whenever I had COVID actually, my mum was like, "Oh, do you want some tea?" And I was like, "Just give it a try." It just didn't taste great. I just didn't like
that's
it.
fair.
And then with coffee, the different varieties, like I've taken a sip of like my parents when I was like a little kid, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, oh my goodness. It's like, oh my god, whoa! Holy crap. But yeah, like I've never enjoyed it because it's like it gives you such a buzz, and I wouldn't really want to have it in the future because I know I would like get addicted or I would like want it to stay awake, and like I don't need that in my system. So really,
Okay.
I agree with you, even though I don't like have coffee or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I do agree that tea is like down in the pits and coffee is okay, but yeah.
Oh, very good then. Okay, have you got any more?
Oh yeah, I got like 3 more. If there was
Okay.
any others that you wanted to say.
No, it's your turn now anyway, so go, do it. Go on. Give me another.
For artificial intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
many people thinking that it's going to take over humans or it's going to be equivalent to humans as it will have intelligence just like us or a soul. I don't believe it will come to that. I know that with the advantage of machine learning, that will shape the future of architecture, building ideas and creativity. It will support us. It will not overtake us on the level that us humans are defined by our creativity or our motives or our drive. Like, they can automate thousands of ideas, but to them it's just like, oh, it's just a variation of what you were thinking or what I was thinking from what I've learnt. I know that it's going to be a great help in the future. I can't wait to see like what kind of society that it's built around, but I don't think it's going to be like those scientific movies like Terminator or like I Am Robot or whatever.
I agree, just because I don't think we would allow what we see in sci-fi films with artificial intelligence to let it get to that point for obvious safety. But I think automated cars and stuff, I would like there to still be some level of human ability to interact, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think when it gets to the point where, I think this is the hill I would die on. I think if technology gets to the stage where people no longer have any input, like they don't have to press buttons or steer a car or anything anymore, I think that will be a point of our, I would say, laziness and kind of downfall.
Yeah.
Because I think once we get to that level of laziness in everyday life, then I think we would lose ourselves in that respect.
Yeah, it's a situation like the Wall-E movie with like that big cruise ship in space where everyone's like big and they can't walk or whatever, they're in the chairs. Like, there is a distinction between expanding your skills and like your skill sets and stuff to like devices like handheld tools like pickaxes, and letting that take over what you would do and limit what you can do. So then, like, evolution for us would kind of be going like up, and it just goes back down. So that wouldn't be so good.
Okay, I've got a small hill I will die on.
Yeah.
I personally believe that yogurt should not be put with other food. I think yogurt should be its own thing.
Really?
Don't put yogurt in my fruit salad, thank you. I don't like that. Don't put yogurt in my cereal. I don't like that, thank you. Please don't put yogurt with other food. I think yogurt is great on its own. And yeah, you can have like the flavored yogurts. I think that's okay. Because I know they have like the fruity like mango or strawberry yogurt and that thing. I think that's fine. But when you put the yogurt with the actual fruit, they're putting that I think it's just me with textures. I don't like the gloopiness of yogurt with solid fruit and other stuff. I don't think that works.
Really?
That is my hill. I don't think yogurt should be put with other food.
Yeah, because, well, that's the thing. I can go opposite with you. I like having, like, the yogurt just by itself, but then, like you disagree with having, like, blueberries or raspberries in it?
If you mushed up the blueberries, maybe, and I think that might be okay. But if you put in just, like, the straight-up blueberry in yogurt, no.
What? What are you talking about?
No. It has to mix. It has to blend it in together. If it's like a blueberry and a yogurt, and you just try and squish them together, I don't know.
Yeah, that's so weird because like I would have just plain vanilla yogurt, and that's totally fine. But I add blueberries, raspberries, whatever into it to like give it that flavor, and it's a lot more healthy because with some yogurts that I know where like they mix in the fruity flavors, it's not sometimes the actual fruits that they mix in. It's just artificial flavors, and it's not actually healthy for you because the point of a yogurt, besides it being a snack, is a healthy alternative for you to have during your day. So I disagree with you fully with not mixing it with other things. Like I wouldn't have it like with my cereal. Well, I wouldn't have it on pizza. I wouldn't have it with my steak or whatever.
Not pizza. I don't know. Okay, if you have yogurt on pizza, let us know. Why? Tell us why.
Put it in the comments in this video on YouTube. And like, if you do, like, we'll have a full-hearted discussion about it. We'll talk to your parents or something because they haven't been raising you.
We'll get the authorities and get them to examine your brain. Great. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. Our hills we will die on have been very good.
Yeah.
And I think very controversial, and I'm sure a lot of people will comment or message us and tell us their hills they would die on or what they would disagree with. I'm sure many will disagree with us. Do we have an improv game to wrap this up?
For this episode here, for an improv game, I was considering, sure, maybe just change, maybe just one of the classics.
Yeah, let's do a good old game of change. All right.
So if you guys don't know what change is, basically we act out a scene where we make up characters and the setting and whatever, and we have to make up like the scenario on the spot. And if we say a line that the other person in the group or the activity doesn't like, that person can say change, and then you have to change what you're saying. So, for an example, Jack, say something.
I like avocados.
Change.
I like grapefruit.
Change.
I like bricks.
Perfect. Yeah. So, yeah, you get the idea. So, I guess for this one, did we want to go for theme, or did you have a particular thing?
Well, I reckon the theme for this should be two people bump into each other at the supermarket.
Ooh, okay. All right, so since you are the host for this episode, you can kick it off. So let's do it.
Okay. Let's see what's on my list here. Yes. Toilet paper, bread, cereal. Oh, what's this? Oh, diapers. What?
Change.
What's this? A broomstick. Oh,
change.
Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh my God! Why have I got 20 pounds of steak written down? Why do I need this much steak? What?
Hello. It looks like you're having trouble. What's wrong, mate?
It says here I've got 20 pounds of steak written on my shopping list.
20
I have
pounds
no
of
idea
steak?
why. Yeah.
I don't
like,
think
I don't know why I have that written down. What could I possibly need that for?
I don't know. Did your wife write that down for you?
Change.
Or did your son write that down for you?
Change.
Did your priest write that down for you?
What? You know I have a priest? What?
Oh well, it's just the local area. It's kind of a small town. Like we have a priest, and he loves meat. I mean, like I don't know. I was just guessing, man. I don't know.
Whoa, yeah. No, you're right. I was talking to him yesterday after church, and he was saying, "Oh my God, I need this steak."
Change.
I don't know why. I was talking to him yesterday, and he was saying, "You know, there's this dog pound out the back. We need to supply them with this food. You know, would you like to help us out?" Man, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Yeah,
All right, well,
okay.
let's go get this steak then.
Oh, okay. You want my help? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's go. This is the cereal aisle. It's the tin aisle. That's the toy aisle. Oh, the toy aisle. You want to go?
Toy aisle?
You want to go down
Yeah.
there? Just
Yes,
change.
absolutely. No, you a child? What?
Change.
Grow up. Oh, God. Okay, we need to buy all the toys for the
All
dogs.
the toys.
Dog toys. Yes,
Oh,
let's
yes,
go.
yes. All right. Let's see here. All right. So we got some fake bones. We got some plushies. Oh, that looks good.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of squeaky ducks in there
Oh,
too.
nice. Wait. What the hell's that down there? Wait, it's in the back there. Wait. What the? Holy cow! That's a whole skeleton. Wait, what?
Change.
Holy cow! That's the skull of a dog. Wait, what's going on here? What?
Change.
Oh, that's a. Wait. Oh, that's the 20-pound of steak that you were looking for. Why is it back there?
Oh, great! Wow, I got everything in one go.
All right,
Incredible.
what's the price tag on it actually?
Yeah, good point. Wow, well, $400. What?
Change.
Oh my God! Wow, $2? Bargain. Oh my God! It's free.
Oh, it's got no price tag. That means it's free. That's
Oh my
how this
God.
works.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely how this works.
All right, awesome. So we got some toys. We got the steak. Do we want to get anything else for the dogs?
Good point. Good point. Like a dog bowl, you know, to put the food in, or
Yeah, that sounds
maybe a
good.
kennel or something. Could
Change.
go to bun. If we could, if we could, you know, also go to the butchers over there and buy out everything. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, let's get like 100 pounds of steak. Man, these dogs are gonna be fed. All right, hey
these
sir.
dogs are gonna be full.
Hey sir, can we have some steak, please?
Yes. How much would you like?
We would like 100 pounds, please. It's for the dogs. It's for the dogs.
100 pounds. Okay, let me go out the back. Okay, well, let me go into the cellar. Hang on, one moment.
Change.
Hang on, let me get this straight. You want 100 pounds
Yes.
of meat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to bring in the cows for slaughter this
What?
weekend. So I'm going to ask you to come back on the weekend.
No. We're not leaving. We gotta feed these dogs. They're gonna be starving when we get back.
Well, you're just going to have to.
Change.
I'm sorry.
Change.
Well, if you come with me right now, I can show you my secret stash.
Ooh, secret stash. What do you think about that, Jack?
Oh yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Let's go back. We have a deal.
Well, boys, we're out the back now.
Ooh,
As
this
you can
place is
see,
kind of dark. My goodness. Is this
Yeah.
a light switch in here?
no, we have to keep it that way because the monsters back here, they're not able to see very well in the light, so we
What?
have to keep it dark.
Wait, what are you saying? Monsters? Jack?
Oh,
did
yeah,
This guy
we-
just
we-
say
we have the-
monsters?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. Oh my God.
What the hell?
Okay, boys. Let me explain this to you. We have these special monsters back here, and what they do is they feed off the skin of the cattle.
Change.
And okay, we have these special monsters. They're like giant grubs, and
Change.
we have these monsters back here, and their job is to regurgitate all the meat that they have previously eaten. And this is our most expensive meat right here. This has been fermented, it's been stored, it's been processed, in the guts of these monsters.
And God, the smell. Oh God. Why does that one look like John Cena?
Whoa. Oh my God, you're right.
Is their face just like that's weird. And anyway, okay. So if this is the best thing you have here, what price are you thinking, Jack?
Oh yeah, good question, Will. Let's ask for let's go $50.
Yeah, $50.
Let's start there. All right, yeah, let's negotiate.
All right.
Well, sounds pretty cheap for my standards.
Change.
Would you? Well, nobody's ever asked for $50 worth of my best meat.
Change.
Oh, that's rubbish. Absolutely unforgivable.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We'll change the price. Okay, $30.
No. Are you kidding?
Okay, you drive a hard bargain. All right, 25.
Oh, right. Amazing. Yeah, perfect price. All right, let's go. Yeah.
All right, deal. Fist bump.
Deal.
Elbow thing.
Yeah.
All right. So Jax, we got this, got all this meat that looks like John Cena. We got this random meat we found in the toy section with all the toys that we bought. Do we need anything else? It's like, do these dogs eat cereal? Like, what, do they have like tomatoes or yogurt?
No.
Do they have yogurt on pizza? I hope not.
Oh God! Wow! Imagine that.
Change.
Oh, you better believe it. They do. Oh my God!
Really?
You should have seen them last week. They were really going at it. Hey, do you want to go and buy some?
All right. I'll go to the frozen aisle. I'll get the pizzas, and you go get the yogurt.
Okay.
Grab it. Oh God, that's freezing. Oh, my face. Oh God, my fingers are frozen. No.
Change.
Okay. Oh God. Oh, my face is frozen.
What? Will, what's wrong? What's wrong? What is it? You're a wizard?
My face is frozen.
Oh, your face is frozen.
Yeah,
oh, you should have said that to begin with.
I took you to deli.
Right, let me get my blowtorch. Hang on. All right. Oh, Will, your face looks a bit crispy now. Are you okay?
Change.
Oh, Will, looks like your nose is melting off now. Are you okay?
Change.
Will, you're all better. Lovely. Did you know your ears have been burnt off now?
Oh, wait. What? Sorry, I can't hear you. Why would I react if I can't hear you?
Will, are you telling me you can still hear me without any ears?
Yeah,
wow.
I know. It's a weird effect. It's almost like these flappy parts on the outside don't actually help with the hearing effect.
Whoa, that's incredible.
That's weird. Wait, aren't you a scientist?
No, I just work at the corner store down the street.
Wait, what? Wait, are you Dave?
No, I'm Jack. What are you talking about?
Okay, because like there's this guy, I'm pretty sure you work with him, this guy's Dave. It's like he kept trying to take food from the dogs, I think. I don't know. I think the priest was like saying like, oh, we need to stop this guy. This guy's a villain. I don't know. Yeah, I thought you were him for a second. I was like, wait, are you gonna do them again? It's like if you did that, I would punch you right in the gonads.
You got me mistaken. Oh no, but I know Dave. Whoa, hang on. Is that Dave over there?
Wait, what the hell?
Oh my God, it's Dave.
Wait,
look, he's going to the meat section.
Wait, he's going to the poison meat aisle. Wait, what is?
There's a poison meat aisle?
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, don't you know the supermarket? It's like, it's Woolies.
Then they have poison meat?
Yeah, it's like in the back. Like, I don't know. They had meat in the toys section. Like, what do you think from these people?
How do you know they have poisoned meat?
No. I'm not that Dave guy. No. I saw it on a brochure that I saw coming in.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to Dave.
Let's see what he's doing. All right. Hello, Dave. Wait, Dave. Are you grabbing poisoned meat? Yes. Why? Yeah. Why are you here? What are you doing here? Well, we're here. We're getting some food for the dogs, and he's like, oh, the dogs. Oh. Well, you don't have to worry about that. I've got it all sorted out. But
yeah, Dave, you know about the dogs, right?
Yes. I'm helping out them too. I'm helping them too. Yeah, but
okay.
you got poisoned meat. How's that gonna help them? Well, it builds up their immune system, and it gets them more muscles, and gets them more muscular, like.
You're gonna kill them, aren't you, Dave?
No, I'm totally not. I'm not gonna do that. No.
Dave, do you have something to tell us?
Yes, I have a confession to make.
Go on.
I love killing dogs. Wait, what the hell, Dave? Wait.
Oh my God, Dave.
My goodness. Okay, let's take that frozen meat from you. No, you get out of here, Dave. And if we find you again, we're gonna kick you right up the arse. All right?
We're
you
gonna
go.
call the cops on you.
Okay, all right. I'm going. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay.
And scene.
Insane. Yeah, right there. I was just losing. Like my throat's now so dry.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
very
goodness.
good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah?
Improv.
That was very
That was very good. I want to know what the priest was doing in the end.
Whether he was on David's side or not.
Yeah.
The whole conspiracy. Like, if we do improv, if we do change again in a future episode, we could do a sequel to this one. That could be cool.
Oh yeah, we could do a sequel.
Yeah. But yeah, that was episode 5 of the Improv Sensation.
Yes. Thank you all very much for listening or watching us. Make sure to follow us on YouTube
And everywhere.
and everywhere.
Yeah,
just all of it.
Just no specifics, just everywhere if you can.
Just follow us. Follow us in person. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
No, don't you dare. Not again, no. But yeah, if you want to check out Jack's stuff, he does, he used to do nature stuff for the nature enthusiast. May or may not be coming back. Who knows? We'll see. You can mainly find him here, I guess, unless you do other stuff. And I have a YouTube channel. It's like, that's it. It's all good. Yep. I have my own YouTube channel. I also have a gaming channel. I have a randoms channel. I have this podcast. I have so many things going on, and you can find me everywhere. So William Butler, W Butler, and all that good stuff. But yeah, mainly this podcast. If you enjoyed this, follow us, and if you enjoyed it even more, why don't you share it with your friends and family, because they might like it as well. Anyway, that was the episode. And thank you everyone so much for listening. And until the next one, which is hopefully not another couple months, improv out.